Maki, listen to me very carefully. My voice got weird. I haven't gotten into the accent yet. Hold on. Alright. Maki, listen to me very carefully. We look at this body, and I'm going to pan one of my cameras, whatever I'm recording on, to Aaliyah's body. You see all these plants here? They're coming out of her cyberware. It is something that Arasaka is making. I have been affected as well as someone else I know. We are on our way to Arasaka to try and get this removed from us. If we do not come back, release this to the public. They have to know Arasaka is doing something that will kill you through your cyberware. Also, please release my poems to the world if I don't make it out. People's poet out. And then Rick shuts it down.
Did you mean Arasaka?
Fuck.
I've heard it both ways.
He'll understand what I mean. He's fine. Yes. I wrote it down phonetically and I read it wrong. Whatever. Are you gonna make me re-record it, Mr. C?
It won't really matter anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. Fine, I'll redo it. And I redo it all saying Arasaka. And I say it like that during the recording. But then shut it down, edit it together really quick, and send it to Mikey.
You get a text back from Mikey saying, "Yo, what the fuck have you gotten yourself into?"
I message him back. Oh, you know, the usual. Nothing I'm sure that Tivian hasn't dealt with before, so ask him. I don't know. Corporate stuff. Ooh.
Mikey just sends back 3 dots and responds with, should I release, the secret poem as well? The one that only you and I have seen? I mean, I thought that one was, off limits.
No, so this is if I die. So if I die at my memorial, please release the secret poem. That's where it will touch the most people, get into the heart, make the revolution come faster, harder, stronger. But if I don't die, do not go in my room and don't touch any of my poems.
Okay, so if you die, I will release the secret poem, and I am very sure the revolution will come very fast after listening to it.
Yeah, well, between that and the knowledge that Arasaka has a virus that can kill us through our cyberware, I think those kind of go hand in hand.
By the way, the word "come" was bolded, and it was COME.
Yeah.
Are we thinking of 2 different secret poems here?
No, I don't think so, because I haven't told you about my Felicity Kendall secret poems. So those are the ones just for me and Felicity Kendall if she's ever revived from the dead. But that hasn't happened so far, so.
Okay. Well, I'll keep this in a safe place, and please don't get me killed too.
I mean, if anything, just give them Noel. Tell him his name's Mikey. He'll go with it.
Okay.
Why else do we keep him around?
Rick, were you just doing this in the car ride over, or was that?
Well, I'm messaging, so I don't think any of you can hear me.
No, this is all text messages.
I think we're texting. I'm just texting
also,
in
Rick,
my voice.
Was this in the car ride, or was this within the apartment?
I figured this was in the apartment while everyone's like getting gear together, whatever they need before we, because this presumably right from Deus's apartment will go to Arasaka.
Yeah. So wait, are you at Deus's apartment right now, or are you still at Popov's?
I
What?
presumed that Popoff would need to like gather his gear to be ready, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
So
would make sense too, because if you took that video, it would mean that Aaliyah's body is still like nearby. But
On
if
the
we were in
couch.
the car, she would have been in like the trunk. So
I
Yeah.
mean, you know,
I
that's
don't
not
necessarily
necessarily
wanna-
true. It could just be sitting next to you.
That's true. I
You
just
did
don't
ride a-
necessarily.
I was gonna say you did
wanted-
take a train ride with the body. So.
yeah, but trains have
Yeah.
bigger seats. You know, they got like bench seating. Like, what is Delmain? What's Delmain's car? A 5-seater? A minivan? What are we packing?
I
It's a-
also
it's a
wouldn't
standard cab.
necessarily like Delmain to know all these terrible things that are happening,
That's
just
true.
in case, you know.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
So in that case, is putting the body in the trunk worse, or trying to like?
It'd be a Halloween prop. He doesn't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
trying
but
to
also Delmain seems down to clown.
yeah. What's the movie where they take the body and
Fucking,
The-
Weekend at Bernie's.
yeah, the
Weekend
Weekend
at
of
Bernie's,
Bernie's Alia around just with
He's got a
plants growing
baseball
out.
cap and some
Just
sunglasses.
guys, just plant Alia in a plant pot and you'll be good.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's just look at my plant,
It's a
guys.
fuchsia. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah.
You are all at Popov's apartment. Before you head out, you know, Vrick just recorded their message. Is there anything else you want to do? Grab, you know, shower, get all nice and pretty for Deus's apartment. I don't know, you know, just, you know, you're going over what's happening.
Nope.
No.
I'll throw a
I'm
tie
not
on.
Okay.
Are you still wearing the maid suit? Maid outfit?
I'm gonna continue wearing my maid outfit just with a bow tie.
Oh, I thought you were a bow tie, not an actual tie.
Well, I was gonna wear an actual tie with the maid outfit. That'd be crazy. So I think a bow tie would
Yeah.
be more
Okay.
reasonable.
Plus a tie during like combat, because we might do combat. You don't want to have like.
I could use someone to choke. I
shoes.
could use it to choke someone out though.
That is
It's
You
true.
should do a bolo tie.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, bolo tie,
You
that's
know what?
nice.
Fuck it. I'm going ascot. I don't give a
Ooh.
fuck.
Hell yeah.
Popov,
I think that's great.
I will give you extra points at the end if you do send me an image of you in a maid outfit with an ascot on.
IRL or
Well, no. Well, yes, IRL. Like,
Sure,
you-
I'll throw that together.
yeah.
Let me hop on Photoshop really quick.
And I will say this just for everyone. If, you know, regardless, if there are certain visuals that you want to draw or anything else of events that happen in the game, I will give you extra role-playing points at the end of each session for those. So throughout
Really?
it, if you're just like, hey, this was a funny thing, yeah.
good to know. I guess
So.
I'll have new watercolor inspirations now. Cyberpunk OCs in watercolor.
Yeah, that way, you know, for all of our 5 listeners for this, when it gets uploaded to YouTube, they could potentially see it the next episode when it's shared.
Exactly. Hey, shout out the 5 viewers,
Meaning
the real ones.
the people in this call.
That's what I just said.
Shout out.
Woo.
And for anyone else who decides to give us a listen. I don't know how
Yeah,
many
frequent.
views we're up to right now, but it's probably not that many. But yes, anyway. So all of you go downstairs. Pop-Up, I assume you've called Delmain, right?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah,
think you
yeah,
did too.
Called him at the
Said,
end of last one.
hook me up, big dog.
Delmain is in front of your apartment. How are you bringing the body out?
I carry her, like,
It
you
is-
know.
Is she covered up at all? Is she like in a body bag?
Right, yeah,
Is
'cause
it?
she's like poisonous.
Well, and also I thought
have a
you
hand
were
truck.
like, you know, not not wanting, you know, to draw attention.
Well,
Do you have a rug we could roll her up, Cleopatra style?
Great thought.
no, a rug is too stiff. Okay, guys, because this
I got a
is the
loose
thing.
rug.
Okay, sure. Well, but then I mean, listen, rugs are investments. Do you really have a rug that you just want to like get rid of?
I mean, I assumed he'd just unravel her into your freezer when we got there. I should say that in Rick's voice. I'm assuming he'd keep the rug. They would just be for transportation. No one else gets poisoned.
Well, yeah. So I mean, like, let's just like get like a blanket or something like that, and just kind of wrap her in this, and then carry her down. Um, just because, like, I mean, she's just gonna go into the trunk, which, like, for the record, Deus is having like this like serious crisis in his life of like, am I really a medic if I forgot to fucking do chest compressions on this woman when I first got to her? Um, so he's like in a state right now.
Like
Yeah.
Iowa?
Yeah, that is a really that is a state indeed. You all head downstairs with the plant wrapped in a blanket. Delmain decides to be a gentleman, sees you coming, gets out and opens up the trunk and goes, "What have you got there, my friends?"
You know, we don't. Hard to
I'm
explain,
just
but
joking with you. I'm joking. I
Plant.
don't need explanations.
I'm
That is
just
the best
joking.
part, that is the best part about my service, my boy, is that I don't ask and I don't tell.
Excellent.
I
Then
didn't see fucking shit.
I'll slip him a 10 eddies.
Thank you, my boy. I mean, that was not necessary, but I always appreciate it.
What was your name?
Me or
Yes.
Delmain, my good
Domain. Very nice to meet you.
snaky
Domain.
friend.
I'm Mr. C.
Ah,
Yes. Pleasure to meet you.
pleasure.
I'll slip him 100 eddies.
Jesus Christ.
Quite
I
nice to meet
feel
you.
a little awkward accepting this, my boy, but okay.
Oh,
I don't know
you
what this is.
worry. It's called a gift between friends.
Ah, okay. Well, appreciate it, my boy.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Here, let me give you a hand loading the body in, or shit, loading your package in.
Loading the what?
Retconning me saying body.
The what?
Body gets loaded in. Where to?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's you're gonna have to go to it's by the University District, just south of it, and it's at 42069 Evolution Street.
What was the address of your apartment, Popov? And Deus, can you look at my message?
Yes, I have, and I am writing.
Cool.
I have no idea what my address is.
It was
Okay.
69420.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Hello.
Sorry.
It's weird how someplace so far across town can have such a similar address, but I see you two like
Yeah,
some fun things in your life.
that's right. There's also a really great rich history about like the naming scheme of the roads in this town. If you're interested in a fun.
I mean, I'm always interested in history. I mean, I drive these roads, but if there's something new I haven't learned, I'd love to hear it.
Oh, well, back before the
Also, this is
back before.
happening while you're driving over.
Excellent, yes. Yeah, so, back before everything kind of, went the way that it did, right? So, like 100 years ago or something like that. I don't know the exact dates. But, this was like a normal-ish city, and this place used to be a huge city for, like, a really long time. And there was a huge earthquake, actually. And then tons of streets got, like, absolutely demolished during this. They called it the Big One. And then when they were rebuilding, they demolished a bunch of places, and that's when a lot of like, actually it was pretty gnarly. A lot of like companies started to buy up a lot of the like older properties and things like that. And Evolution Street actually used to be one of those that was pretty historic, and then Um, it kind of completely got demolished because there were old building, like yeah, old structures that just weren't being maintained. There's actually a whole conspiracy, but I won't get into that. Anyway, um, so it all demolished, and then it was named something like I don't know, they're like Rainbow or something like that. And then they were like, well, we want to make it be filled with like industry and things like that, so they named it Evolution Street. Um, and because they wanted to harken with the idea of like a new, like kind of like a phoenix evolving into its new form after something awful like the ashes, whatever, something weird. And then for 2069, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess it was like it's just a number now, but I keep hearing, like I was reading about it, and apparently there's like like the quote that I saw was like, oh, for 2069, hilariously was like labeled for 2069, but I don't really get it. I don't know what's funny about that.
Oh,
Huh. Well,
sorry for
clearly you
your
aren't that
partners,
cultured to
then.
get it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just one of those things to history that is lost.
I guess so. He just kind of looks down and just like, "Oh, uncultured bastards." On that note, you have arrived. Looks like we're here.
By the way,
Will
are
you?
you intending to be streaming?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Looks like we're here. Will you be needing my services further, or is this the last stop of your night?
You know, if you want to stay in the area, that'd be really helpful. But I think we're okay for now. Is that we agree, group?
Well, I mean, we're gonna go to the office, right? Unless we're like, spending the night. I mean, you guys can spend the night. I don't mind. You can sleep over. I gotta make some drugs anyway, so like it's fine. But if we want to go over there like immediately, given the health crisis that two of us are in, I think we should keep him
Yeah,
around.
I'm good.
That's fair. Let's have you hang around just for a minute.
Yeah, we'll be quick.
Okay.
We'll be quick.
We'll be
I
quick,
won't
we'll
charge
be
you
quick.
for hanging around. I'll just add it.
Thank you.
I'll just do it only to and from destinations. Seeing as you're
thank you
such wonderful company and customers.
Thank you. Could you pop the trunk?
Ah, yes, I got you. And
We've got to get our object out.
let me actually help you. Do you need help bringing it up, or are you?
No.
Okay. Let me just help you unload it here. Delmain goes around.
No, it's okay. I got it. Listen, I didn't get my workout in. I want to lift it.
Okay.
I wanna lift
I
the
mean,
heavy
like
thing.
you're already looking pretty buff, so I think
Oh,
you know.
thank you.
I mean, look, I have a good eye for people who do good workouts.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hey, do you lift?
No, I mean it's hard, with driving. I mean, look, I lift luggage in and out of the trunk, but I don't really
Hey,
do much
yeah.
else.
I always say a healthy lifestyle is a useful lifestyle, and if your lifestyle lets you use your body, that's what's important, right? Like, don't
I mean,
just
really,
run
my
it.
legs. I mean, that's why they're so like chunky. I mean, it's
Well,
basically
yeah, you
nothing
gotta
up
lift up
top
the
and like
legs.
all down below. I'm
You should just disable
basically.
your power steering, and then you'll get some really sweet pecs.
Oh, I mean that'd be a good idea, but I don't really know how to do that. I mean, I'm not much of a mechanic myself.
Oh, really? Well, hey, I mean, I got a guy.
Oh, you do? Can you introduce me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Here, his name is Pablo, and he's great. And he loves cars. He's a big.
You're not
car guy.
introducing to the nomad pop off standing
I
right
was
next
gonna
to
say,
you.
like, as
No.
I was standing right there.
um, so Pablo's one. Also, Papa.
Oh,
Right here.
wait, Pablo sounds lovely. I mean, where
Yeah, but I mean, actually, I think he's out of town. I think
Oh.
he's on vacation. So, Pop-Off here.
Pop up. I
I'm gonna
didn't
lift
know.
up this package. I pick up the thing and I start walking towards the door.
Okay. Pop up. Are you wanting this conversation right now?
No, I think we move on.
All right. Well, I'll just wait here for you then, and yeah. He goes inside and closes the door of your apartment. No, I'm joking. He closes the door on the car. So you are now at Deus's apartment for the first time in forever. And this is what the inside of your apartment looks like, according to Deus.
Yep, that's my house.
Yeah,
Welcome to
goodness.
my home. Have a
Dexter.
seat.
Cozy.
Have a seat anywhere. I mean, listen, guys. I am a med tech.
Do you mind if I lay on this bed?
The operating table? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Certainly, it looks very comfortable and nice.
Yep. You know, I keep it sterile, keep it clean. So you know,
Doesn't
it's
look
got-
very clean in the photo.
It's an old photo.
Ah.
It's got actually, you know, those like crinkly paper things at the doctor's office.
Do
got
you mind if I
those.
stretch one of these out just to be sure?
Yeah. But
Thank
please,
you.
by all means, actually, yeah. Um, yeah, and you know, if you guys need anything, any water, I've got some crackers and cookies. Actually, here, I'll make a quick plate real quick, and then I go into the kitchen, and I grab a large ceramic plate, and I start putting little like wafer cookies and some salami and some cheeses, you know.
Just a
snacks.
full little charcuterie board here for everyone.
Yeah, I'm doing a little charcuterie board. I get some pickles. Anybody like nuts? Anybody allergic to any nuts I need to know about? Okay, yeah, great. And then I put some like walnuts and some pecans. I make a
Oh,
nice
that
little
sounds lovely.
spread. And I put it on the little end table over there and say, hey, you know, by all means, treat yourselves. I'm just gonna put Aaliyah in the yeah. Can I get help with unwrapping her? Ugh.
Yes.
Thank you.
You unwrap Alia, and as you lift open the cover, you're seeing more and more. It's getting harder and harder to see the actual skin underlying. It really basically is just a human-shaped plant at this point. Vines growing over. You can still see some of her features, but comparatively to when you first wrapped her up and when you first met her, looking less and less like an actual person.
Yikes.
You know, your apartment is lacking some greenery. This might actually liven the place up.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
We could just
Yeah,
stick her in a
maybe we should-
pot
We
instead.
should do
And
some what are they called? Some clippings.
yeah, stick it
Actually,
in a jar in your window.
that's a great idea. Here, you know, could somebody grab me a beaker from one of those like, you know, those
Barely know her.
rolling tables. That was a good one, Papa. Nice. But yeah, in one of those like metal rolling operating tables, there should be a beaker. You know, yeah, just if you could grab that, and then there should be like a scalpel, and I'll take a clipping of this plant.
Okay.
Certainly.
Thank you. Hey, thanks.
So, as you cut away the plant, you put it, into the little beaker. I assume you're putting in some water.
Yeah, just like well, I'm humming and hawing, thinking about what I should. Yeah, I put a little water. Yeah.
Okay.
I put a little water.
So, what is everyone doing in
Distilled
this moment? Deus and Popov, you're putting a plant in some water. Mr. C and Vrick, what are you up to?
We're talking. We're sharing. I'm using Vrick's voice now. I don't know. We're chatting. We're talking about the world and the poetry of life. You know, Mr. C's vernacular is very poetic. I don't know if you've ever thought about going into the arts yourself, but I think you have a real
Um,
chance.
you know, I thought about it, but then I realized that um, poetry is just kind of easy. You know,
I mean, yes, once you see
it's
the
just not really.
poetry,
It's not really a challenge, is what
once
I'm
you.
saying.
I understand completely. That is why it's my job. I don't do it for the work, I do it for the joy. Once you see the poetry in the world, it just comes to you. Easy. Right in
Mm.
your face, all the time, everywhere you look. But most people don't have that capability. That's why I think you'd be so good at it.
Yes,
Most people are
I
a little
mean,
too thick in the skull.
it's just kind of like I don't know. There's nothing to it. It's just a whatever. Like I've had my experiences with poetry. Don't get me wrong, but every time I've tried, it's just a constant boring battle of just like writing perfection every time. You know,
I
and it's
understand.
just not a challenge anymore.
Yes. Why do you think Dick and I don't get along? He doesn't see poetry the way you and I do. He sees it as something to conquer, a mountain, an Everest that is hard and you have to keep climbing up and up. But it's really not. You just see the world as it is and you express it through the vernacular.
Yes.
Yes, yes. We're very
Right.
like
I
minded
I
in
have
these.
a feeling that you and I are very differently minded when it comes to how we do our poetry.
Of course. You do it with your teeth, I do it with my tongue.
um, on that
Ah,
note,
kinky.
that's uh, is the body's in the freezer, right?
Yep.
Have you closed the
Yep.
freezer door yet, or what? When you cut the plant, did you
Yes.
immediately close the door, or did you leave it open?
I closed it. I don't want to
Okay.
rack up that energy bill.
Okay. Um, on
I
so
say warily.
yeah, no, there's literally nothing. I was just curious. On so you've put the plant in. I assume you guys are gonna go to Arasaka now. What are you up to?
Yeah. I put the beaker on the windowsill on that back window. Um, and it doesn't. There's no sunlight coming through it, but it's just there. That's where the plants go, and that's where I leave it.
Beautiful.
And then let's fucking go. Let's roll, guys. Let's do it.
You
Hold on. I gotta ask you a question.
okay? All of you step outside. It has now started to rain. It has definitely gotten a little bit moodier later in the day. You walk over to Delmain, sees you walking down and says, "Ah, where to next, my friends?"
The Arasaka secret lab, if you please.
The office. Sorry.
Is that your Ricky Gervais impression?
Sure.
He's in the office. Come on, guys. Culture, culture.
Yes, Arasaka. Yes, that is the place you were wanting to go. Okay. Is there any way that I can, maybe drop you off, a couple blocks away, or do you need to go right out front?
Mr. Steve, Rick, are you all okay walking like a block or two?
I'm,
Yes.
sure.
Why?
I
We
don't
have
think
legs
black
still,
ones-
don't we?
Well, I don't know. You guys are currently being eaten alive by plants.
Well, maybe
What?
don't say
What?
that so
What?
loud. But
Yeah.
What's
Tell
happening?
everyone our
Metaphor.
business, why don't
Oh,
you?
okay.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Ah.
Guys.
Like they
Yeah,
ate
we're on
something upset,
mushrooms.
and then oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you're tripping balls right now then.
exactly.
Hmm.
I
I
love
mean, aren't you?
But we aren't
No,
tripping
because
over
I'm
our
driving.
feet, so I think it's fine.
That's
I mean,
true.
I only partake when I'm at home, but well, I hope you have a good and safe trip, both literally and figuratively, because I am about to drive you.
Thank you.
You guys start to head over to Arasaka, and Delmain drops you, pulls up, and says, "Okay, here we go." And that's I think what this comes out to be about 20 credits or so. But I'll discount it, given your lovely company and amazing story, to 15 credits, Eddie's.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
What a guy.
Who's paying him?
Oh, I got my boy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Popov.
Thank you, Popov. You are truly one of my favorite customers. Always appreciate it. And you may be getting a call, so I can bulk up a little bit, if you know what I mean. I don't know why I said it
my.
that way. I truly just mean to get rid of power steering, so I get a little bit more stronger.
Excellent.
You all are about a block away from Arasaka. This is the part of town. It's the corporate part of town, so it is generally a little bit cleaner out. It's a little bit nicer, fancier. Not as there's still a little bit of dirt and homeless around, but it's compared to the rest of Night City, it is definitely a lot better. The buildings are significantly taller here. You have the Arasaka headquarters, obviously. Around you, you can also see Militech, Biotechnica, also have their headquarters in this area with big tall towers and the
Most importantly,
logos.
subdue.
And that's actually a hotel. It's not a big
Well, yeah.
corporation. Yeah.
It is my favorite. It's my favorite logo.
Yeah, I mean it's a love hotel, so that's where all the execs go to get their rocks off, because they actually do rock tumbling there. But
Oh, good.
yeah, you guys, what were you thinking of?
69,420, obviously.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they do smoke a little bit of weed while doing the rock tumbling, and do provide shrooms, because it's a really cathartic experience when they come out, and just really enhances the trip. But you're there a couple of blocks away, raining, nice, clean, comparatively to everything you've been doing. This is kind of a bit of a nice change, but with in the back of your mind, you are walking into what could be said the Dragon's Den a little bit. It is the headquarters, not exactly a comforting sight.
Let's rock, boys.
Hell yeah.
I assume you're walking up
Yeah.
to the front. You will walk up to the front, and like any other corporate headquarters, you walk through the doors and into a lobby space. And in this lobby, there's the receptionist, and then there's also an area where employees can kind of go through. You don't really see anyone badging, but you do see people kind of walking through turnstiles, or not exactly turnstiles. Think almost like there's two. How like turnstiles have the two like walls on either side. It's something like that, but there's nothing that stops anyone from going through visibly. Of course, guards around, but that's about all that you can see.
On the card that they gave us, does it just have an address, or does it have like a room number that we're supposed to go to?
You do remember from last session that the person who you met to, their name was Hitaka.
Okay.
I'm gonna just sort of stroll up to the front desk.
I follow Mr. C.
Sort of as walking up. Um, Hello. Hi. We're here for Hitaka. I believe it was. Seemed to desperately want to meet with us, so I expect she has informed you that we will be here.
They go. Well, they say as they kind of look up at you and give you a bit of a surprised and a little bit of an off-putting look, like, ooh, like what is this person doing here? She goes,
Suspicious.
okay, give me 1 second, and
Marvelous. Thank you.
looks
No rush,
at their
please.
screen in front of them and goes, what are your names?
I'm Mr. C.
Okay, and who
You
are
don't
your
need to know.
companions, Mr. C?
You don't need to worry about them. I'm Mr. C. That's all she will need.
Mr. C and friends.
He will need. Unfortunately, I am gonna need names to check you all in.
Yes. Okay. I'm Mr. C. This is A and B and D.
I liked that.
Mhm.
I like do it like a, hold out my fist to do a fist bump to Mr. C.
Please don't.
I grab his ass. Little
Listen.
squeeze.
This is a very professional environment. Okay. And we are here on a professional basis, and I'd appreciate it if you would give us the professional courtesy of simply using your computer to tell her that we are here.
I thought we were meeting a bloke.
There will likely also be blokes there, yes.
Okay. I only think blokes broke
Would
into
you-
your apartment.
Sorry. Would you give us 2 seconds? Could you all just come over here with me for a second?
Sure.
Just really quickly? If I could... Just a little... I know I'm sort of the business one here, but if you could all just sort of like... just be chill for a minute.
Yeah,
and sort of
certainly
just
not.
Let me do the businessy talk type deal. That would be sweet.
Hey,
That's-
Mr. C.
Yeah, I'm just trying to point out that I'm pretty sure the person
It's just sort of a too
meeting
many cooks in the kitchen
is
type
a
deal.
man.
You know, if we're all trying to talk, it just seems sort of like a big clusterfuck.
Right, I'm just saying if we keep calling he a she, I don't think they're gonna let us in because it
Listen,
sounds like we don't know
listen.
who we're talking about.
I know that your life is poetry, and understand when I say that business is sort of like poetry as well.
No, it
And
is not.
when I say that we are meeting this woman, it doesn't matter if they are really a woman or a man. All that matters is that we need to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
At this
Okay.
point, while you
It's like
are
poetry.
talking,
Sure, yeah,
you
yeah.
see a couple of guards come over to you and they say, please come with us.
Are they the same ones
Finally.
from the apartment?
These are guards in the, I mean, they're Arasaka guards. I mean, you don't
But they're not the
recognize them.
Same ones, yeah.
No,
okay,
no.
got
It is, I mean,
Excellent.
look, Arasaka basically as a whole military, so yeah, these are
Yeah, no,
different people.
It's fine. I was just curious.
If you have any weapons, please leave them in the front with our receptionist.
There's no getting rid of these guys. And Deus pats his biceps.
They just look at you and says, please go over there.
Yep.
And
you got
points
it.
towards the receptionist, and then you can tell they are not messing around.
I give them my pistol.
Okay.
How many weapons do I have? Oh. Okay.
Remember, some of them are concealable.
Right.
I have no weapons. I'm just here for a business meeting. Can we please get on with it?
Once
Well,
everyone hands over their personal effects.
I'm gonna hand
Whoa, personal
over
effects.
my grenade launcher, sans grenades.
Okay.
Just because I think that's pretty obvious. And my heavy pistol.
Okay. Looks to you, and this scene is, if you have seen Pirates of the Caribbean 3, is like the opening scene where they're in Singapore and just continuously
Are you
pulling
gonna
out
make
weapons.
us get naked?
No, it is just weapons. Looks over at Popov and says, "Sir."
Here's my contraceptive implant, and that is all I have on my body.
Honestly, it's quite impressive that you can remove that so easily.
Technology is
Yeah.
truly an incredible thing, Mr. C.
Yeah, it's called the Nouveau ring.
Oh my god.
I should get me one of those. That's
They're
quite nice.
great.
I like that. Can I inspect it later?
Give it a grab.
obviously.
Give it a
Later.
grab.
I
We have
love
business things
that
right now, but
all
remind
of
me
this
to come
is
back to this.
happening while Popov is in a maid outfit with an ascot on.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Follow us over here through these, and for all of you who are concealing, please roll me. I need to look at a character sheet. Please roll a stealth check. And you will need to beat something. I'm trying to figure out what. You'll need to beat a 24.
Oh shit.
So, better have been telling the truth when you handed over all of your weapons.
I only rolled a 16.
No, no.
Although I just realized that I completely forgot. To be fair, I forgot that I had a melee weapon. So, which I feel like they should have called me on, because it's either a bat or a board according to this website, which doesn't feel concealable.
Look,
Depends on
would
where you
okay.
get
A question for you: would Popov, or not Popov? Sorry, would Vrick reasonably try to conceal that most times, or is it just like strapped to your back?
I was just thinking it's strapped to his back.
I'll let you slide, and if you would have liked to hand that over initially, then you can.
Okay, cool.
Or we'll retcon it where they called it out and asked you to hand it over, because I feel that is canonically Vrick would forget about it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, so we got a 16.
28 for Popov.
28, okay, that passes. Mr. C?
I'm not concealing anything.
You don't have any... Well... You don't have...
Mouth? Does that count?
You don't
Right.
have any... You don't actually have any other
I have a
weapons,
bent nail.
right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at your gear. Okay. Miss Deus.
On my sheet, I know it says Deus owns a shotgun. I don't have my shotgun,
Okay.
so I don't have anything aside from my fist right now.
Okay. Did you leave that at your apartment, or what are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I made my shift to being a fucking brawler, I realized I didn't get rid of my shotgun as like a thing that I have on me. But
Okay.
I still technically own it, I just am not using it.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, and so you all walk through the set, and Vrick, as you walk through the you're first. You hear beeping go off, and they say, "Hold up." They pat you down. When you say sans grenades, like you still have the grenades on you, right?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Oops.
we cannot let you come through with these.
Oh, but they're my friends. Look, this one's Tom and Bill and Joe.
I don't
That's my
care
friends.
what they are called, but yeah. Please put all of them into this container here.
Okay, I pull out my 6 grenades in the container.
They have you walk back through, and I'm assuming that is everything.
Yeah, that is everything.
You walk through. Vrick, or is Deus, you walk through. Mr. C, you walk through, and
Just for reference of Popov walking through, I just put a little something in game nights.
let me get over here real quick. Oh, holy shit.
Oh my god.
I need to give me one sec. Let me download this.
You missed
save
the garter.
image, Save.
You're right, there isn't a garter there. I fucked up.
Mr. C bit it off my leg earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bridal style.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Listen, when I said I was opening up Photoshop, I was not kidding.
I can see that. Oh, I'm struggling with technology here. And we'll just pop that over here. That is beautiful. Wow.
That's amazing. I like that Pop-Off is in the I had to do it to him, like,
Yeah.
pose, too.
We'll just leave this up for a moment.
I love the. Yeah, it's all good.
So perfect.
As you walk through the machine, those of you with combat implants in, so I believe that would be Mr. C definitely. Does anyone else have combat implants? So like subdermal armor or you know, the snake thing or anything else like that?
Nope.
Nope, just a tool hand.
Your tool hand, you also feel this. So anything, all of you feel your, almost like you can't feel the cyberware anymore. Before it felt almost like an extension of yourself. Now it weirdly feels like there's just like this chunk missing. But also you can still feel it inside of you. It's like there's no control over it, but it's like there's this weight still there. We also went ahead and disabled any potentially harmful cyberware for your stay here. Please follow us this way.
I'm getting nervous.
You all are led into basically the worker area of Arasaka. And when I say worker, I don't mean like the corporate worker. I mean like the behind the scenes workers. So, you know, janitors, security guards, everything else like that. You're led through these series of tunnels. And ahead of you, you see a big door at the end of the hallway and another guard over there. And you don't hear anything, but it seems like the two guards, or the guards escorting you and the guard in front are communicating. The door opens into another area, and in there it almost looks like a control room. They kind of walk you to the side to a security booth, and inside you see a person sitting there, and they say, "Thank you for I need a good voice. Thank you for thank you for
Please not that one.
no
My girlfriend.
my girlfriend. Thanks for bringing our friends here. I'll take it from here." And the guards leave. Welcome, Popov, Mr. C, Deus, and Vrick. I appreciate you taking us up on our offer from before.
Well, happy to be here.
The person sitting in front of you is notably not Hitaka, by the way.
Okay.
Did you
Are
happen
you
to
a fan, or
uh
you need me to sign an autograph?
you know, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a fan,
That makes
Rick,
sense. A lot of my
given
work is
anti-capitalist. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it very much is. I mean, I am quite aware of your work, given my position and job, but, you know, I tend to leave that side of the business to my colleagues. I'm generally focused on the more corporate side of things.
So what's your job?
Well, mainly corporate espionage and all of that fun stuff. Did you happen to bring Alia with you?
Yeah, so you're not a capitalist, by the way.
Well, I mean, I do work for Arasaka, so I mean...
Yeah, you're a pawn just like the rest of us, but you don't own any capital, so you're not a capitalist.
You're a cog in the machine, man.
That's right.
If that is what
I
you want
put
to
out
say...
my fist to fist bump Rick.
And he high fives it.
Yes!
If that is what
Turkey!
you want to say, then, that is good for you, but
Well,
I
I'm just
am...
stating the facts. And if
Okay.
you're into espionage, you like the facts.
No, vocabulary matters.
Yeah, well, you know, I do quite enjoy my job, so I enjoy working for this company. It took quite a lot to get here, but, you know, they pay pretty handsomely, and as you can see, it is quite a nice building.
What do you make an hour, my friend?
Or are you salary?
More than you are making, my dear public
Oh,
member
let's not make
friend.
any assumptions.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
And that's also a matter of like hours to ratio, right? Like, I mean, they seem like they're probably making you work like 80-hour weeks in this room. So.
You say that as if I don't enjoy it, and who says I'm only in this room? Anyway, so where is our friend Alia?
Well, she's not with us.
I can very much see that. I do have two working eyes, after all.
Okay, we don't need the attitude, buddy.
That's right. So,
I'm
but,
not
like,
your
who
buddy
are
friend.
I'm not your friend, pal.
Not your pal, guy.
Anyone? Anyone else? No? I'm not your guy,
Hi, buddy.
sir, buddy, whatever
it's friend.
it is.
It's guy friend.
Friend? It is back to friend.
Look a little back around.
Well,
Listen,
yes, we are not
We don't
buddies
have to
yet.
have the hostilities. This is a business transaction. And as you know, sir, in business transactions, each party needs to have some feet to stand on, right? Currently, our feet to stand on are this bit of property which you think you have, which we currently have in our possession. What we need to know is what you intend on doing with said property, and what does that mean to us?
Well, given your current predicament with, we'll just say your infection, what we can offer is a cure. Currently, at the moment, we don't have one. Alia, on the
So
other
you
hand,
have nothing to offer.
Alia could allow us vital research in order to figure out how this phenomenon works and how to stop it from spreading further and to fix the people that have already been infected.
So what you're saying is that you have nothing.
Yeah.
This that we can give to you could maybe sort of help you out, maybe, but there is no guarantee on our end that anything good will come of us making this transaction with you.
Well, currently the only guarantee is that you, Mr. C, and you, Vrick, will die. Right now, it seems
fine.
like there... Are you, though? it seems
Yes.
like there isn't really any other options at the moment. I mean, what are you gonna go and do? I mean,
I mean,
run.
it seems like you're talking to 4 people here who don't very much like Arasaka. Um, and if we're gonna be fucked anyways, why the hell would we help you in the process?
Right.
You are
Because
giving us nothing here.
it would then allow you to stop the people who actually created this. We would also be willing to hire you to help us out on the espionage side.
I see. Okay. See, now, thank you. Thank you for getting there eventually. Now we
Yeah.
have something that we can work with here, okay?
That's right. Who made it?
So, we know a little bit, but we don't have all the details around this. As far as we are aware, what this is doing is affecting cyberware. We are the leading cyberware company, so obviously we did not create this. However, from everything that we
That's
can
not
tell,
obvious.
this was created by Biotechnica. You know, we have been at the forefront of cybernetics research for, since our founding. Biotechnica, well, that is a biology and pharmaceutical company. One may think that they want to get in on our market share. I am not exactly sure what they are intending or how they're intending it, but this is for everyone who has been infected. It always ends up affecting their implants.
So that didn't answer my question. Who made this?
As I said, as far as we are aware, it is Biotechnica, and this is where the corporate espionage comes in, because we certainly want to find out more about how they managed to create this and also how to put a stop to this, because if this continues and is not stopped, it may affect our business a little bit while also simultaneously killing a good portion of the world's population, given the amount of people who have cybernetic implants.
So let me understand here. This other company created some kind of plant mutation virusy thing that affects cyberware. And then big blank gap here, and now you are in possession, feels weird to
Yeah.
say. Now you have someone that is infected with this that you are calling your property.
Yeah.
Where is the connection here?
Yeah. How is
Alia
Aaliyah y'all's property?
was working with us in the position we are currently hoping to hire you in. She was doing research into this. We first discovered some issues with our cyberware when a customer came to a Ripper Dock in town and found out that there were plants sprouting from their cyberware. The Ripper luckily has a very nice relationship with us. We give them product. They are exclusive with us. They reported back to us, and that is how we first found out. Alia was...
Who's the Ripper Duck? Is it Kevin?
No, it is not Kevin. I do not know Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, well, you better
Home
hope you
Alone?
fucking know him. Yeah, Home Alone. He's
Oh,
always
you mean Home Alone 2? Oh, I fucking hate that one. 7?
7.
I yelled out Kevin,
Oh.
Kevin.
like from the mom in Home Alone one.
Ah, yes, yeah.
But
yeah, Kevin,
Alia...
he's a Ripper Duck. Isn't
Okay.
He? I fucking
Well,
hate him.
Alia was working for us to try and figure out this problem, but unfortunately it seems like she got herself killed, and now we have no one except for you, who are on a bit of a timer, as it may seem, and we would like to get this
So-
wrapped up sooner rather than later. So I think it is in all of our best interests to try and find a solution for this.
What
That's a
does the name Keith mean to you?
Who's Keith?
Yeah, can you remind me of who Keith is?
Keith
Keith
is the
is the
one who was the
person-
driver.
Yeah, who Alia was looking for
Right,
Yeah.
right.
when I met her.
I
I want to know. I'm trying to figure out if Keith works for Arasaka as well, or if
Yeah.
that was his her connect to the.
I am not
Whatever's going
familiar with Keith.
Okay, I'm gonna
who
give
is
Deus
this
a knowing look
Mhm.
then.
Yeah.
Keith
He's
was
a friend of ours.
Yes, he's a friend and a fan, which is also how I met Alia. She was a big fan. Huge. She died going to one of my shows, which is not the first time a fan has done that, but you know, the excitement we caught, that kind of thing.
Were the plants sprouting from her body?
Well,
Yeah.
that's actually, I'm so glad you asked that because that's what's something that's really funny. But before we talk about that, did you shoot at us?
I mean, me personally, no.
The royal you,
Can you
Arasaka Shill, did you all
please?
shoot at me and Vrick in a moving car?
No, we did not. I mean, we only first found out about you after, our little run-in, the other day. After somebody pressed Alia's card.
Okay, so who would have shot at us?
Well,
Because it's clearly connected to this, right? So are you supposing, like, who are the players is basically my question. Because the reason why we got involved in this, and the reason why Alia's talked to Brick and, you know, fangirled over him, is
Pretty
because
hard.
we got shot at and got in a car accident.
I mean, one may suspect, and this is the first time I am hearing about this particular incident. As you know, this is Night City, so these kind of things happen all the time, and we do not keep track of every single one, especially when it does not immediately concern us. Given everything you have told me, I would suppose it is most likely Biotechnica. They are the ones who are dealing with this, or as we can assume, created this situation. They may have caught on to Alia. From what I can tell, she did not report she was compromised, but I would suspect that it is not a random game, especially given that Alia was looking for her friend Keith.
Right. Okay. So Brick, you remember how quickly Alia passed out and sprouted?
I mean, she sprouted immediately after passing out.
Yeah.
And I'd say it was a couple hours before everywhere became sprouts. So, first her
Fast.
eyes turned green, and then she passed out, and then little sprouts came out, and then one pricked me when I was trying to first aid her. And then she wasn't dead for another, I want to say, 15 minutes. She was still breathing at that point, but then by the time you got there an hour later, she was dead.
Yeah.
So,
And you said, what were her last words?
oh no, not now, not again, something like that.
Yeah. Tickle me this, Mr. Sir here. Why would you say not again?
Because this is not the first time this has happened. I'm not saying to her, but just kind of a general first time this has happened. I do not think Alia was expecting to, die in that way. Actually, since I have you here, can I take some blood samples from both Frick and Mr. C.
Nope.
It would be great in order to further try to develop at least a way to slow down the virus. Or fungus, or sickness, whatever we are wanting to call that.
All right. Well, we'll think about it.
Last time someone took some of my blood, they sold it on the interwebs, and I was not cool with that.
Do you really think that Arasaka is needing to sell your blood for money?
No, but maybe you clone me and make a not cool version of me that does poetry about how cool Oh my god, I'm describing Dick. Actually, there's already a poet like that.
Yeah,
Dick
do you
work for
think
you?
that, well, again, we are not very much in the realm of biology. We are very much in the realm of technology. We are a cybernetics company, not a cloning company. If you wanted to be cloned, I would recommend walking over to Biotechnica.
I absolutely do not want to be cloned. No, thank you.
Can I do a human perception check on this dude to see if he's like being 100% honest with us?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What did you roll?
Not great. 13.
Yeah, that's not great. I'll say
I
this
didn't
much.
see shit.
You, Deus. Look, it seems like they are telling you the truth. Granted, there is probably a bit they are keeping back due to it being, Arasaka information
Right.
security. Right? Like that is their whole job, is espionage and everything else. So of course
Yeah.
they're not going to be telling you everything. This is just everything you can surmise. But from what you're getting, it very much seems in their belief is that it is both of yours best interest to work together.
Okay. That's helpful.
That's
Thank you.
Rick is going to open up his coat pocket and pull out a stack of papers and like sort through them and then pull out one. Alright, I'll do it, but I'm going to need you to sign this first, and he's gonna pass it over. And, this is just something I had a lawyer draw up after the last incident that expressly states you will only use my body part, blood, or specimen collected from Vrick the Prick Pratt for the express purpose of curing him or saving him from some ailment, and not for any purposes involve blackmail, framing, or using his DNA to create a horrible monster. And I'm going to slide that over to him.
He takes it, looks it over, and says, yes, I mean, look, we certainly can sign this.
The standard boilerplate,
He types in a quick little message, and I will have the appropriate authority sign this for you.
Right. As soon as that's done, you can take some of my blood. I'm saying some because I've made the mistake of saying blood before, and someone tried to take all of it. We just gotta be careful here.
We
people.
just need a thimbleful. Mr. C, how about you?
Nope. I'm good. Thank you, though.
That is very disappointing, but okay. Popov and Deus, you two have not been infected, correct?
Correct. We're good.
You don't know
Would-
that.
Would you mind,
Well, I'm good. Are you good?
Yes, I'm fine. I
Would
was
you
trying
mind
to be
us
suspicious?
Okay.
taking a sample as well, just to confirm?
No.
Certainly not.
I'm okay.
Your funeral. A researcher, or well, what seems like a researcher, enters and quickly signs the paper and says, Frick, if you could just sit down here for a second.
Yep. Rick rolls up his sleeve, and you see lots of marks, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'm just a former drug addict."
I mean,
And
I
I
figured.
hover over to see, like, to make sure that they're doing everything like normal.
They take the blood, it's normal, easy, they have a little machine, and that's it.
All right.
Much appreciated. They kind of hurry out the room.
So
So,
what do you want from us?
well, we need to figure out, one, why is Biotechnica doing this? I mean, besides the obvious, to gain market share, of course, but, what really is their purpose? How did this get released into the world? What are its intended effects? And we just need more information. Right now, we are basically sitting in the dark, besides just having, some blood and, well, hopefully you'll hand us Alia over so we can actually try to figure out some form of solution. But then, we hopefully put a stop to this. And, if Biotechnica goes out of business because of this situation, we would not be very upset by that. And I'm sure, Deus, you might understand that it might actually be beneficial, given that some of their drugs have certainly harmed people and been used to experiment on them without their knowledge.
Oh, to be sure.
And maybe even
So-
lower drug prices. Who
Quick
knows?
follow-up question to that, though. Why us, though?
Exactly.
Because you're already in the know. Alia's been in contact with you, you're infected, you have stakes in this. If you fail, then you're going to die. So obviously,
Yes, but knowing your typical routine, typically you're more of just this person knows something, let's blow them up as they're driving in a car or something similar, and then get on with it and do our own thing again. How does word get around Arasaka? Is it good? Like, do you guys all talk and stuff?
I'm slightly confused by that statement, but
Hey, let me cut to the point. Did you know of who I was before all of this?
I see what you mean, Mr. C. Yes. We do know who
Did,
you
okay.
are.
Can I roll a human perception on that? Just to
Yes.
see, if if he actually knows or if he's just fucking being cocky?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a... Whoops. Perception. Oh. That is an 11.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You didn't see shit.
Yeah, you didn't see shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're unable to tell. But
Okay.
he goes on and says, "Yes, we are aware of you. However, again, I think it is in all of our best interest at the current moment that we work together. Of course, not in any official capacity. Yeah, if it gets out, we'll say we don't know you and terminate our services. But then, if, however, again, you, I imagine, would like money and you would like to not die and we would like to continue making money and our business going smoothly, I think it would be, and potentially offing one of our competitors, I think we might be able to make something work out."
It's interesting that you keep saying competitors, even though you've also said that you're not in the drugs and biochemical industry. So they're not actually a competitor.
Well, if they're going into cybertech using this virus, I think it does make them competitors. Because let's be honest, if this is from them, there's only two reasons why they would do this. One, Thanos snap the world, right? Wipe everyone out who has cybertech, try again in their image, whatever, blah 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 blah. Or two, frame Arasaka for releasing this horrible virus into the world and collapse their company through it. Right? That's what we're all thinking?
That is kind of what we're getting at. And look,
Well, that's fair. But I was just pointing out the fact that you're talking about an advantageous future, which points out to the idea of that this isn't just an entirely philanthropic endeavor. You're not
I-
you don't give a shit about Mr. C or Frick.
No, they're a corporation. They're using
I know-
us, but we
yes,
can use
Frick.
that. I'm sorry, Okay, maybe I should be left out of these talks because I am just. They're a corporation, right? We're all unaware that this isn't a charity masking
Yes.
itself, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
alright.
I want them to make that
To
clear.
admit it. Okay, get it.
Exactly.
Yes,
I know
alright.
you
I
know,
mean,
Frick.
what part
Okay.
of we will burn you if you fuck us over gives it that we actually care about you? Again, this is beneficial for both of us. We need someone to find out more information, and you need to not die.
So, you want to be very clear. You want us to give over your quote unquote property, a whole ass human being.
Well, I think property is the
then-
wrong word, but our informant, yes.
Well, that was used. That was the word that was used. So I'm gonna hold you to it. Your quote unquote property.
I think Ataka
and then-
misspoke, but you know,
and
heat of the
then-
moment.
The heat of the moment of knocking on a person's door and saying, "Hey, you have some property of ours."
Yeah, he was trying to be mysterious. You know, it's sometimes one tries
Okay.
to be cool and it doesn't very much work.
So you want us to give over Alia, and then be spies for you?
I mean, yeah, that seems about it.
Okay. So let's talk business. What are you
Let's
gonna
do
pay
it.
us?
Well,
And
first,
then what was Aaliyah already like? What lead was Aaliyah following? Because clearly she was doing some work, and you know, we need a place to start.
well, let's talk compensation first, and then we'll give you that information. Well, first of all, you know, save your lives. I think that is first and foremost. If we are
I'm
able
not
to,
dying.
well, save Mr. C and Vrick, if we are able to,
Mr. C doesn't care, and Frick is a poet. His money's gonna go through the roof once he dies.
Yeah, I'll be a
Vrick-
martyr.
Okay, well, good for you. Again, save your lives. Second of all, we will be willing to pay. I need, out of character, need to look at to see what is an appropriate rate for jobs, because I am not getting that. Let's see. We will pay you 1,000 eddies. Scratch that.
1,000.
We will pay you
1,000?
a flat
Please?
sum of 1,000,000 eddies each to get this job done.
1.5.
Yeah.
I mean, I was being very generous with 1,000,000. So what about 1.1?
1.5. Listen, you just talked us up about how much money you make. There must be so much money flowing around this company. 1.5 each is nothing,
Can you before you
especially
respond
given
to
the
that?
dire circumstances.
How like Redditor lanky coated is this dude?
Please explain.
Like how scrawny and weak does this dude seem?
Not I mean, he is like a corporate spy, like a little
Okay.
bit older, I would say. Probably like 40s. You could tell was once in the field, working in espionage, but is now managing. You know, look, they work for Arasaka, so they're probably outfitted with pretty serious tech as well.
Okay, all right. Then Deus just like is standing next to Mr. C or like a little bit behind them, and he's like puffed up his chest, and he's like his arms are like crossed, so they look real fucking huge, and he's like looking down the bridge of his nose at the dude. As, like,
You're gonna need to roll something for that.
yeah. We'll call it persuasion.
Is there a?
I'm looking at like.
I think there's a
social
trading.
skills.
Yeah, roll trading.
But what am I trading? I'm just saying.
Services
like,
for
I'm
money.
trying to threaten him.
Then that would be. If you're trying to threaten. wish there was like an intimidation, but
Yeah.
yeah. That's annoying. There's not an intimidation.
I think it's persuasion. I mean, I'm persuading somebody. Threatening is just intense persuasion.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the CIA says about like torture?
Well, there's also interrogation.
That's true.
Roll
But I'm not
interrogation.
interrogating him. But I'm not interrogating him.
Well, you're also not actively talking to him to try and persuade him. You're just trying to look cool.
Body language. All right. What am I doing? Which one? Interrogation.
Yeah.
Okay. I still think it's a persuasion. You just don't want me to use my stronger skill. And I don't like you for that because I never get to do anything cool. I got a 15.
That's... He looks up and down and says, look, I can tell what you're trying to do here. I don't think
Fuck
it'll work exactly how you're thinking it'll work. However, let's split the difference. 1.3. Call it a deal.
1.5. You got it.
He looks around at everyone else. 1.3. Plus maybe some nice equipment when this is all said and done.
And a cure, please. I would like that written
I
in.
mean,
Cure.
that was a given. That was on the table from the beginning, but it seems like your friend Deist didn't really want that for you.
He can take his extra 0.2 instead of a cure. I'm just saying I'm not going to be screwed over by being like, yeah, I'll take the money, and then you're like, you never said you wanted a cure. Ha ha, died, tie up loose ends.
The money is an
Look.
additional to the cure. I was just telling you
Yes.
it's not a good bargaining piece.
Okay, I'm laying it all, I'm just saying it out loud so we have a
Lunch.
verbal contract.
Rick, you're right.
Money,
Yes.
cure, and
Lunch.
your pick of cyberware
Lunch.
at the end. Sure, we will treat you
lunch.
to lunch today if you would like it.
Excellent. You're welcome, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
He,
I try to do a fist bump to pop up.
oh, and
I like grab your whole fist.
Excellent. Thank you.
they stand up and says, well, now that we've come to an agreement, let's have formal introductions. My name is Rio Visteria, and it is nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
What name is that?
I don't know. My parents gave it to me, so I can't really comment on that.
That's how names work.
Please go ahead and sign this NDA and also agreement, and then I will start to divulge the information I have to you.
Is the agreement stating that you'll pay us 1.3 million and you will cure our friends and you'll serve us lunch today?
And pick of cyberware. Yes, it is everything we discussed.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I read over it and I want to see if there's any like rights that I relinquish.
Please roll. I don't know, perception on that.
Business?
Sure, business. That's
Can
a
I
good
do
one.
the
Yeah.
same thing?
Yes.
I was gonna say, I think we all probably want to do that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wait. Wait. Is a 0 on a D10 the 10?
That's a
Yes.
10, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank fucking God. I got an 18.
Nice.
Hey, I got an 18 too.
Yay!
I got a 12.
So
Yeah, I got 11.
for the 18s, actually for all of you, honestly, you're reading through this. Actually, it seems pretty boilerplate, the actual agreement. The NDA, again, it's a non-disclosure agreement. For all of the 12s, you read it and it's like, look, if you talk about any of this, it'll sue into oblivion, that kind of stuff. You pop off and Frick, you don't really speak business as well. So you kind of skim through it. You don't really... Wait, who got the 18s again? It was C and Deus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. However, C and Deus on the NDA, again, this is exactly what Rio said to you. If you break this NDA, it is there's some legalese in there where it essentially says that it releases Arasaka of any blame and harm to one's person if this comes out of what you were talking about. So basically, if you burn them in a way or break this NDA, they will burn you.
I see. And
So pretty-
specifically the NDA is regarding what exactly?
It's your involvement with Arasaka and this espionage project. So
Okay.
spy stuff, you know.
So so it's broad enough to say if I ever talk about anything that I ever did with Arasaka, or is it specifically regarding the fact that I like admitting or talking about the espionage work that we do with Arasaka?
I would say this clause is more specific to the espionage work. However, the NDA and like the suing and that kind of stuff is in regards to general working with Arasaka. Think of like, you know, a standard company NDA and like that kind of stuff minus plus, you know, the espionage of they will kill you if you do not, if you leak this information.
And what's the duration of the NDA?
Indefinite.
Okay.
So there's nothing saying I can't still write poems about how shit they are without talking about my involvement with them, basically.
No, because they're not stupid enough to think that you would stop doing that.
Okay, cool.
Plus, who knows? Maybe they might hire you in the future to do counterintelligence and write shit poems about other companies and everything.
I mean, they could do it. I'm going to do it no matter what. So Rick doesn't mind making a little extra money doing what he was gonna do anyway.
I thought you hated Dick for that.
Rio?
Yes.
Or do you want to go by your last name? I'm so sorry.
I mean, look, we're friends as soon as you sign this, so I'll leave it up to you.
Well, since I haven't signed it, I guess I'll, what was your name? Rio Asterion or something?
Vusteria. No, you can just call me
Vusteria, so
Mr.
sorry.
V for now.
Mr. V. I like this. So, Mr. V, you have A, B, C, and D, and now we have Mr. V.
Wow.
This is great.
Wow, I mean,
Mr.
as far as
V.
I'm...
So original.
So, Mr. V, so this, I see this is an indefinite NDA. Listen, that's a lot. That's a little ridiculous. Like, can we edit it down to like, 10 years?
How about we
It's
say...
gonna be obsolete in 10 years.
How about we say 50 years?
50, 20,
40.
25,
40.
25.
Your loss if you want to lose out on 1.3 million. Also,
Do you genuinely think that this will matter in 25 years?
look, it is not for me to say, that is for our lawyers. I do not have control over this.
But you can negotiate down to 40?
Yeah, they give us limits.
Is 40 the biggest limit?
That is the smallest.
Alright, I'll accept it. Alright, 40. Can you change it down to 40, please?
He changes
For
yours
all
down
of
to
us?
40.
For all of us?
Did anyone else sign this immediately?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did too.
Ah!
I did not.
Okay, so... Oh, sorry.
The under
I'll-
18 did. Woo!
I will change it for you.
Alright, well, they
Darius,
signed it, so yeah.
And
Thank you.
as you are so asking me to change it.
Thank you.
Mr. C, do you have any issues with this contract?
Nah. Fuck it.
Much appreciated. I assume you sign it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yours was not changed to be 40 years, only Deus's was.
What?
Excellent.
I just asked, did you
Said
have
you
any
had no
issues with the
problem.
contract? And you said no.
No, I thought there was just a whole conversation about who signed already and who didn't, and the people who
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
signed didn't
And then
get
I
to change
said,
it.
we'll change yours, Deus.
That is what he
Jesus
said.
fucking Christ.
That is what he said. I thought you heard.
God. No, I
you
thought that
heard.
whole fucking conversation was us saying, oh, so the people who haven't signed yet, we can change it for them. Since you
Well, I was hoping,
specified fucking
I was
change
hoping,
it for all of us.
I was hoping-
assumed you were going to change it for all of us.
well, I'm sorry that Deus didn't say anything
Lawyered
after
you.
I said, oh, we'll change yours, Deus. You know, they could have then been like,
Well,
okay, no,
because I
change it for
thought
everyone.
Mr. C was gonna hear it. I fully
I did
thought
hear
Mr.
it.
C
I
heard
just
that.
thought that was just a whole fucking conversation of you saying change it for everyone, and then fucking
it
Kenzie
was.
and fucking Chris were
I don't know
just
who those
like,
people are.
it doesn't fucking matter. Just
Mr.
keep
C,
going.
I will just say this. I specifically worded it in that way, hoping
Fucking get me. Sweet.
hoping one of you guys would miss that. So
Correct. Are these paper?
it's all digital. So
Little DocuSign.
little DocuSign action. Oh,
On this episode on legal documents.
Never trust corporations.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm making notes. 1 sec. To say that I fucked over Mr. C.
It was fucking bullshit. I hope you know.
This is what I get for dealing with lawyers all the time, because I'm constantly being sued.
Character.
All right, now that that is done, so last time we
Yes. Tell us this shit with Aaliyah. Come on.
last time we
wanna
spoke with
know.
Aaliyah, she was going to attempt to go undercover at Biotechnica to gain more information. We last spoke to her about, I would say, 3 weeks ago. We did not want to try and blow her cover. That is why we gave her the card to press in case anything went wrong. As you can probably tell, it looks like a standard business card, but if you press the logo, then there's a little bit, then it sends a signal to us. We will be issuing each of you one of these again in case you are needing extraction or extra help.
Can you make ones that don't have the logo on it?
Then we might accidentally press them, not remembering what
But-
it is.
What? Yeah. Very good. Can you put it with like a different logo? Because if we're not supposed to be involved with Arasaka, it's a little weird for us to be holding Arasaka cards, don't you think?
That is a good point.
That's right.
We will have these
went to
customized
college.
to each of you. Deus, we will have yours with a MedTech logo. Popov, we will have yours designed with a steering wheel on it.
Stick car on there for me, bud.
Yeah, just send me what design you would like on there, and I will put it on there. Actually, all of you, you know, we have some talented printers. Send me what design you would like, and we will have that printed on each of your cards. And I will show you where to press in order to activate the signal. The bat signal, as I like to say. And he winks.
Nice.
And mine just have a plant on it. I think that'll help me remember the best.
I mean, again, just send over your designs, and we will have it printed. Hint, hint. Send me your designs.
Yep.
Now, who Alia spoke to at Biotechnica and how she got in, unfortunately, that much we do not know. As far as we are aware, she just got a standard job and is trying to work in the research division. I am not exactly sure what your plan is, and then I do not want to know your plan. Therefore, we have deny it. We are able to deny it in case we ever get asked. I will send you over Well, I've pretty much told you everything I am aware of, and as we get further updates, I will give them to you and send them your way. But, look, Alia discovered that it was Biotechnica working on this. She had her own contacts. If I were you, I would try and start with finding Keith. It seems like he might be able to give you more information. We will start looking into information on who he is and where he went, but I suggest you try to do some of your own research as well.
Question.
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay then. Would you all like lunch now, or is there anything else you would like to discuss?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will have our lovely security guards escort you to our security
Can we go out for
lunchroom.
lunch?
I thought we
This,
just go to the
Yeah, like-
canteen.
yeah, this
Well,
is
I
your.
mean, like, come
going
on, like,
to
what
our-
about a rooftop dinner?
I mean,
Like a
we
lunch?
have the
Like a
That-
lunch?
Arasaka rooftop canteen where all of our employees eat.
Maybe not. If we're not supposed to be known, we probably shouldn't let too many Arasakas know we are in here doing.
Exactly. I think you should just Venmo us a couple dollars, you know.
Oh,
and
you
we'll
can
go out
submit
to
your
a nice
receipts.
Grubhub it.
You can submit
Okay,
your
great.
receipts
Yeah,
for
I'll send you
expense
an invoice.
reimbursement.
Where are we going, guys? Nima or whatever that fucking rich place is called?
How about some Jamaican tiki?
Papa, dream bigger. Arasaka's gonna pay for our lunch.
My bad. Subway it
know.
is.
Jamaican tiki, it does sound like it could get expensive. I also don't know what that is.
As a reminder, let me find it.
No.
here.
Kenzie, the player, knows it. Vrick,
Oh.
the character, has
Yeah.
no idea what
As a
that
reminder
is.
for everyone else.
The absolute cornerstone
Jamaican tiki
in
bar.
Little Italy.
Little Italy.
That's a great bar.
Anyway.
What's the name of it?
Wasn't it like Jamaican Tiki Banana Bar or something like that? Flamingo Bar?
It's
I think it was
the
Flamingo Bar.
yeah, I think it's like the Grand Flamingo.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you
great.
for coming in. Please submit your expenses to me. You will not see my name in your contacts. You will instead see Hitaka's name. Please communicate with him, and if need be, I will reach out to you through that contact as well. But just to kind of, keep our distance.
Cool.
Appreciate it. And you are escorted out and able to collect your weapons.
Great. Let's go get lunch, guys.
Some Jamaican jerk chicken with pineapple sounds excellent right now.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So, where are you
Look,
guys?
I'm British and we have weird flavors, but that sounds weird even.
You've
To
got
me.
to try it. Sorry.
You mocking me?
Yeah.
Who, where are you going?
Yeah, where do we want to go get lunch, guys? Ideas clearly wants to go rack up a bill on their tab. And
We
go
might. I mean,
somewhere
we might as well.
pricey, high end. You are dressed like that as well, so I think you deserve to be going out to a nice restaurant.
Yes, please. Yeah, let me know where you want to go.
Thoughts,
Or what's
anyone?
next?
How does
And-
steak sound?
I think steak's a great idea. Let's go to a high
Let's
end steak.
Steakhouse.
Vrick's a vegetarian.
It's okay. They've got vegetarian options.
They
too
have
in Smart
salad.
City. And other vegetarian
Salad?
options. We're gonna go to guys. I know the perfect spot. It's called It's called the Bean Sprout, and it is a rooftop bar and lounge, Michelin star restaurant, panoramic views of the entire city, and it's just below the smog line, so you do actually have a really good view of the city. And I know the bouncer, so we'll get a
You had
great
me at
time.
restaurant. Let's
Great.
go.
Let's go. And it's just a couple blocks away.
Beautiful. You collect your weapons, no problem. Go through the scanners. Everyone who had their cyberware disabled, it feels like it's back. It is like you missed a crucial part of yourself.
Was it just the weapon cyberware that was disabled, or
And
all
utility.
cyberware? Okay.
As it is re-enabled, Mr. C and Vrick, please roll a...
Guys,
Oh,
wanna hear something
boy.
funny? Rio didn't ask us where Aaliyah's body is.
What?
Maybe he already knows.
Doesn't, because he didn't. He asked us.
I
said
know,
that
but maybe
Rio
that was
didn't
like a
ask
little
us.
trick.
Could be. I mean, he'll probably find her anyway. It's not like we can something crazy.
Oh boy.
For the
I
record,
mean,
I said that
Please
outside
roll.
of the Arasaka
Yeah,
lobby.
yeah, yeah. Please. Well, you guys are still in the Arasaka lobby. Please roll a. God, this is tough. An endurance check for me, or actually resist torture / drugs check.
What is that?
The 24.
24. Okay.
Holy shit. 13.
No. Sorry. I'm only Mr. C and Vrick. Roll this.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
The infected.
Yeah.
I
the
got
infected.
18.
18.
Mm-hmm. That's as high as
Mr.
I can go. That
Yeah.
was a 10, so.
Yeah.
10 is a crit.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means you roll a second d10 and add it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, so you're telling me I could have done a bigger roll when
In
I
that case,
rolled
it's a
fucking 10?
27.
completely forgot about that. So
Damn.
I got a
both-
27 then.
both of you, as your cyberware is reactivated, you feel it come back online. And even Vrick, as you walk through, granted you didn't have anything disabled, this still affects you because you're kind of walking through this disruptor field. And you feel this immense pain where your cyberware is. It is similar to what you have felt before, and both of you suddenly start to fall. You almost
Lose control of our bowels.
Yeah, you almost lose control of your selves. It is from the pain, right? Like you feel the pain in your wear, like almost like something's interrupting it, like a nerve pain. You fall down, and Deus, before you are able to do anything, you see a couple of Arasaka agents run up and quickly apply what is it called? Rapid detox to them. They look very, very concerned.
The guards? The Arasaka people?
No. These are like Arasaka medics.
Oh, got it. Okay.
who come up. They look at you, Deus, knowing that you are the medic here, and say, "You need to keep applying this every 12 hours. This is the only thing we know right now that can slow this. If you don't do it, they will die soon."
Cool. Do you have a shit ton you can give me?
We have about 20 on us right now, and we could try to get you some more later.
Yeah, I mean 20's pretty decent. Because you said every 12 hours?
Yeah.
That's 5 days between the two of us.
You got it, boss. Thank you. I take my... I flip up my shirt so I can hold it. I can hold all the drugs in my little pouch. That's not true. I put them in my little, like... I got a fuck ton of pockets.
Yeah.
I put them in there. Thank you.
All of you. Okay. Remember, 12 hours. I mean, you could do it less if you want, but minimum 12.
Alright, I'll start a timer.
Uh,
Why did this affect them? Because I gave them one maybe 3 hours ago, at most. And they just collapsed going through that scanner. Why?
this scanner deactivates cyberware, so maybe it is something to do with that. We're not really sure. We're still figuring it out.
Have fun figuring it out. There's another data point for you.
We already knew this, but thank you. And they walk away.
All right. Are you two still on the floor with Mr. C and Frick?
No.
Or are they like,
No.
do they feel better and feel okay? No. Ish, obviously. Anyone?
I don't know.
So I'm assuming we feel at least semi
I mean, you
better.
you feel better. I mean, the detox
Okay.
happens, the pain kind of goes away. You're no longer feeling this like crippling pain anymore.
Cool. Okay. I wish this is a very meta issue, but I wish the book made it a bit clearer of how some of the tech work, because I have a med scanner, and in my head, I would assume a med scanner is like a super easy, surefire way of doing vitals.
Yeah,
I don't actually know that.
I would say yes,
like-
but it's like basic
Okay.
vitals. So
But see,
heart
that's what I'm
rate,
saying, like,
temperature.
OT
Yeah.
sats.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I do that. I just check their vitals real quick to make sure that they're like,
They're elevated
what they're
given what they just went through. But you can see that it is coming down to normal.
All right. Well, let's go get you guys some protein, a high protein diet of meat and non-meat variety.
So you guys head
Beans!
to the bean sprout.
Perfect.
Do we
It's
do
so
we need
intimate.
do we need to call your friend? Oh, we just appear. Cool.
Yeah. Nah.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
couple
me and
blocks
him
away.
are tight. Yeah.
Isn't it
Oh,
supposed to
okay.
be lunchtime? Why does it look like it's fucking 1 a.m.?
We've got a weird circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
us four. We're on a weird.
No, it is lunch. It's just this is the image that we're providing.
We didn't wake up till 3:45.
Yeah.
It was lunchtime for the night shift.
Well,
you
also
know.
keep in mind it's still raining out.
That's true.
So it's gonna be a little bit darker.
Great. I highly recommend, guys. I've never been here, but I have had takeout from here because I know a line cook. We don't talk anymore, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I should see if he's okay. Anyway, they've got a ceviche. That's really good, really good. And they've got a vegetarian ceviche too. So highly recommend.
What does that mean?
It's raw, and it's like a salad type
No,
thing.
no, no, no. I mean, what would a vegetarian ceviche Is it just the salad pot
No,
without
you-
the fish?
Yeah, but it's got like a protein substitute. So it's like a ceviche but without the fish as the protein.
Fun fact: you can use palm hearts instead of fish in vegan ceviche.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you, waiter. Thank you for telling us that.
May I take your order?
No.
Okay.
Drinks? Anyone drinks? Drinks? We doing drinks?
Yes, drinks are important part of my diet.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
I have a gin sour, please. It's like a whiskey sour, but it's with gin.
Ah, yes, I can. I don't know where this accent
Okay.
is going. Good thing I'm
Uh,
not a
I'll
voice
have-
actor.
I'll have a bottle of red, and then some lemon tea with a lot of honey, please.
I can
Or
do.
Flat water.
I mean, isn't all the water flat?
There's
I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, Jesus.
Do you not understand the concept, Mr. C, of expensive? At least get a flat bottled water, so you're charging the card somewhat.
You'll
Stick
have
it
a
to the
flat
man.
water and a 21-year Glenfiddich.
There we go. Yes.
Unfortunately, Glenfiddich went out of business around, well, I'd say 15
And?
years ago.
Yes.
What is the problem?
We don't have any of that here.
I see.
That is very hard to find.
Mhm. Whatever your closest equivalent is.
Okay.
Jack Daniels it is.
I like the idea that Jack Daniels is still kicking around. Yeah, shout out Lynchburg, Tennessee or whatever.
Isn't that a dry county as well?
I think so, yeah, but they
Yeah.
make the Jack Daniels. But and I'll just do I'll do a necromancer too.
Yep, can do.
Thank you.
What would you like to eat?
Oh, yeah, yeah, what are y'all thinking? Popov, I'm assuming you're thinking the steak.
Yes. Sorry, I haven't quite picked out a cut. Could someone go before me, please?
Yeah. I'll
I don't
go.
like the pressure.
Yeah, I'll do a order of the ceviche, please, and then I'll also do a. Do you all still have the like, what is it called? The veal medallion steak with the mashed potatoes. Do you all still do that?
No, unfortunately, veal went out extinct last year.
Wait,
Oh
does
wait,
that
no,
mean all
veal's cows.
cows?
Sorry, oops.
Yeah.
I was thinking deer.
Just babies.
I was thinking deer. All the
Okay.
babies.
No more baby cows. Only adult cows.
All lab. They're only
They
lab
come
grown.
out fully grown.
Yeah.
So do you have a
Yes,
veal
we still
medallion?
do that. Oh, and also the special is non-contaminated salmon. Shit. God, I'm out of game. What's the like chicken thing that's like with lemon and capers?
Piccata?
Yeah. We have salmon piccata as the special tonight,
Oh, very nice.
and it is farmed salmon, so non-toxic, and it is market price, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Expensive.
Yeah. I'll stick with the filet mignon. No, sorry, not the filet mignon. I'm so sorry. The veal medallions with the mashed potatoes. I'll do that to start, and then do you have any appetizers that we could do for the table?
I mean, whatever you would like. It's a
What do you
steakhouse, so
recommend?
I mean, look, the mac and cheese is always good.
I love the idea of a Michelin star mac and cheese.
I mean, look, it's a steakhouse, so you know.
It's true.
So we'll have a round of baked potatoes, 2 mac and cheeses, a side of corn, and bread.
Amazing.
Excellent.
Anybody else want to order food?
What is your largest cut of steak?
I'd
no.
probably say the
Rack
te-
of ribs, all 20
yeah.
of them or whatever.
Yeah, we do about a 20 ounce steak if you would like that. T-bone.
20 ounce?
It is specifically genetically modified to be as big as your face.
Beautiful. I'll have 2 of those bloody.
Sounds good.
That's it.
Sir looks
Hey.
over at Popov.
May I have the sorry, do you have Japanese Wagyu by any chance?
We don't. We only have Arabian Wagyu, if that's okay.
Arabian, interesting. I'll just do the mac and cheese.
We're already getting some for the table. You want your...
No, I'd like my own, yes.
Would you like any bacon on top of that? Truffles?
Could you put the 72-ounce T-bone steak on top of the mac and cheese?
Do you want mac and cheese the...
Make it a sandwich. Take the mac and cheese, put it on one side, take the steak, put it on the other side, and then take a little more mac and cheese, put it on top. You've got yourself a sandwich. You certainly can get that done for me, can't you?
I would have to ask the... I don't think we can do that. I mean, we can give you the steaks and the
okay.
mac and cheese,
Yes,
but...
that will work. 2 orders
Okay.
of mac and cheese, the steak, 1 large serving platter plate, please.
Okay. People are starting to look at you funny.
Well, that's just because they're admiring his outfit.
Yeah.
And do you have a bib? I just had this dry cleaned.
We have... we have napkins. As is right in front of you. Guys,
You don't
Michelin
have
has
to
gone
Not
downhill.
the bib.
Cloth napkins?
They're
Please let them
silk.
be cloth.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Michelin star restaurant. It's gotta be cloth.
They're silk.
How large would you say?
Napkin sized.
Like I can fold this thing out into a large enough thing to cover the front of my body?
I
I
mean,
think you'd
it's...
want a tablecloth, maybe.
Give me a tablecloth.
We don't really do tablecloths here.
What is on our table right now? Nothing. No tablecloth.
You
No.
give me a table.
There we go. That works.
Okay, it's fine. I don't need it. It's fine. Thank you.
So, I'm so sorry, sir. Could you just bring an extra napkin? Like, he'll use his
Yes,
napkin.
I can bring
Just
you an extra napkin.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I don't know
much. I
what this. I
appreciate it.
haven't been to such a nice restaurant in so long.
Yeah, he's used to the
I'll go get this started for you.
Excellent.
Hey,
Thank
I
you so much.
Order.
Oh, Rick did an order. Come back.
Oh, I
come
thought
back,
you
come
just
I
wanted
just
this.
ordered appetizers.
Oh, I didn't. I thought that was all you were getting. What would you like?
No. I'll have the bean soup
Okay.
and a garden salad.
Amazing. I will get that for you. I'm a vegetarian, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. Any allergies?
Meat.
Anyone else have any allergies?
Just bad
Poor
cooking.
people.
Who said that?
The person behind the table behind you just perfectly said that right as that they asked.
Wow.
I give him a high five.
They're confused because they weren't listening to your conversation. Sounds good. I'll go get this started. And they
Thank you
walk
so
away.
much. Okay, guys. We gotta talk. We gotta talk to what's the name of the guy? Hornby.
Oh, that one. Hornet. Who
Hornet.
hired Keith. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we gotta talk to him. And then also, I think that we should do the espionage, but I think that there's no obligation for us to tell them everything that we do. I think that we tell them what they need to get you guys cured, and we don't tell them really anything else.
I mean, yes and no.
Tell
Because
me.
the other part of this we haven't considered is if something bad happens during our espionage, we are set up to take the entire fall
Correct.
on our own.
Exactly.
So, if we can get Arasaka, if we do something bad that might come back on us, perhaps we can convince Arasaka to eliminate whatever part of that would expose us by lying or telling the truth, whatever is appropriate in the situation, to get them to act instead.
Yes, you and I are thinking on the same idea. Be
Yeah.
be we're thinking be mindful and strategic about when
Right.
we tell them things.
Save our hides, but if we can take down a corporation in the process, or two, or all of them, why not try?
Right. Right.
You two have any input? Do you care at all, or are you just in this for the mills?
I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
But I like what you're saying.
Great. Great.
Mr. C, you seem upset with how things turned out in there. Do you have any input? Any worries you'd like to share with the table? Did you
Mis-
leave to get a beer and not tell us?
He might
Mr.
have.
C. Going once. Going twice. Has no thoughts.
Just staring out into space.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pondering the view. Well, I think that this is. I mean, I think we're in pretty deep shit. But we need more leverage.
I mean, right now, Alia's kind of the only.
Leverage we have.
Yes.
Do you think Horny Bee? What's his name?
Horny.
Hornet?
Horny bee.
Hornet.
The Hornet?
The Hornet. Do you think the Hornet would be able to stash? Do we trust him to stash her? Firstly,
No.
and then do you think he would? Okay, there we go. All right. We need to stash her because they're gonna come to
Business.
my apartment.
I might know someone who might know where to stash her. My concern is just when we ask Hornet about Keith, I think we have to come up with something. He stole from us. He took something that didn't belong to us. He is blackmailing us. Something to throw him off the track of why we need Keith.
Right. Yes.
Maybe not
Which-
blackmail, because that might get Hornet interested. He seems like a businessman who is interested in any buck he can get.
Yeah. So I guess. Do you think he knows that we got in a car accident?
Yes, because we told him that.
That's right. I forgot. I did hit my head.
Yes.
So what if we say? What if we tell the Hornet that we need to get into contact with Keith because entirely unrelated to the fact that we got into a car accident. He said that he had some like a lead for a new next gig for you.
I
Maybe.
mean, I was thinking more like we realized after the accident that not only was Keith missing, but so was one of the pieces of cyberware we took. Because that can connect back to Hornet, and then he'd
Yeah.
be more inclined to want to help us, right?
That's smart.
Thank you.
I like that. You are a smart man.
I try to be, you know.
Real quick. So imagine this is your table here. The entrance is over here. Where is everyone sitting around this table?
I'm sitting on the left side, like where that person is, but to the left of them. So I'm like next
Facing
to the
this way?
railing. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Popov?
I
Or Vic?
Right back.
Welcome back.
I want to be where the other person at the table is, so I can kind of see the entrance and kind of see where the other tables are.
Okay. Popov,
guess
where are
it's-
you sitting?
Yeah.
I'm like leaned against the railing.
Okay. Are you facing this way as well?
Like, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And Mr. C, where are you sitting? Because we have one, two, leaning.
I guess you're back to the door.
leaning with
or
Yeah.
yeah, facing the door.
leaning with Mr. Popov.
Okay.
We're basically all on one side of the table.
Yeah, with the exact yes.
We're like cheating out for the TV.
Yeah. Rick, roll a perception check for me.
Okay, I will be right back. Like 2 seconds.
Like, be quick.
Yes.
Oh, not great. That's 18.
18? Okay. I want Deus back for this. So we'll just hold here for a second. God damn it.
God damn it, Bobby.
Mr. C and Popov, what are your opinions about where you're at currently?
I'm a little close to the railing.
That's all your opinions about everything that's happened?
I would really like to buy myself a vehicle.
How much money do you got right now?
1,000.
Oh. Ooh, it's not much.
I need 20,000.
Ooh, wow. I'm sure if you ask somebody nicely, you could get something. All right.
Probably could.
Yeah. Mr. C, what are your opinions about everything
I
that's...
could loan you the 19,000 if you want.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if you want.
So, Vrick, everyone's kind of talking, you know, Mr. C is discussing with Popov purchasing a vehicle. Deus is talking to you about, you know, your current situation. You see walk through the door 2 men. You see one shorter ginger man with green eyes and that cut through your soul. And then you see another man who is about 5'6", a comb over, hairy chest, a gold ring, and a pinky ring. And they look directly towards you.
Alright. I kind of watch them out of the corner of my eye so it doesn't, like, I don't want to just be staring back at them. And I guess since I'm facing Deus, I'll look like I'm just in conversation with Deus, or try to say, now, don't get spooked, and don't turn suddenly, but 2 men just walked in, and they're staring
hot?
directly at us.
Are they hot?
If you like short, hairy men with gold jewelry, or average height men with green eyes, I guess.
Well, okay. Do you know them?
I don't know. Do I know them?
No, you don't. Popov and Mr. C, make a perception check. guys rolling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
17,
18.
18.
Nice.
Uh,
They saw shit.
you two actually do also see them. I mean, they're not trying to hide or anything. Popov, why don't you refer back to your characters list of friends that you gave me?
Okay, hold on.
While like Popov is checking the recesses of his brain, Deus does the classic like hot man thing where he like leans back in his chair and does like a stretch with his like arms and biceps and is like ugh, and he like is kind of closing his eyes so it doesn't look like he's looking, but he is looking, and he sees the two over there, and then he like relaxes back and he's like,
Okay.
not my type. Not my type.
Ready.
Okay. Do you remember what I said about the people? How I described them?
Yeah. So are you saying I'm perceiving them as my friend, or are you just?
I did read it kind of word for word.
I know, but like, it seems like you were reading that out to not me. Like, I just rolled a perception check.
I was reading it out to everyone, hoping you would react.
Okay. I guess I'll tell everyone. Oh man, that's my old boss, Algis.
Well,
I saw him in a bar the other night. He was with my friend.
it's not
Good
just
boss, bad
Algis.
boss.
Hold on, what was the other description?
Shorter ginger man
Ginger
with
fuck.
green eyes that cut through your
Okay,
soul.
that's Algis and Oliver, an old friend of mine.
Oliver.
They look
Why do I keep seeing them everywhere?
directly at you, Popov, and start to
Oh,
walk
goodness.
towards you. And that is where we're ending it tonight.
Oh.